Ahoy, mateys, and welcome. Know, O viewers, that between the years when the oceans drank Atlantis and the gleaming cities, and the years of the rise of the sons of the Aries, there was an age undreamed of, when shining kingdoms lay spread across the world like blue mantle beneath the stars. Hither came Conan, the Cimmerian, black-haired, sullen-eyed, sword in hand, a thief, a reaver, a slayer, with gigantic melancholies and gigantic mirth, to tread the jeweled thrones of the earth under his sandaled feet, and destined to wear the jeweled crown of Aquilonia upon a troubled brow. But this is not his story. Instead, we turn our eyes to the Exiles and the crew of 2 pirate ships. Their stories are many and varied, not to be kings in their future, yet still destiny has touched their lives. Let me tell you of the days of high seas adventure. And so when we last left off, our pirate crew had found a pirate fort that was possibly abandoned. And yet, things that should not be began to rise from the murky waters around the fort. And before I describe the scene once more to our players in the audience, I would like to just take a moment to say hello to my players. And so, first, Captain Lambro, played by Dionysus. Good afternoon, sir. Good to see you. We have Fausto being played by Severian of Tabletop Anthologies as well. Good afternoon, sir, and I love your hat.
I love yours.
Ooh, thank you. And next we have Gannis being played by Hades of Tabletop Anthologies. A pleasure as always, sir. We have Kelmic being played by Turg of Tabletop Anthologies. Good afternoon, sir. Or evening in your time, I suppose.
Right back at you, brother.
We also have Aaron being played by Tabletop Tony of Tabletop Anthologies. That's a good practice right there. Aaron of Tabletop Anthologies, played by Tabletop Tony. Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
Oh, great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, and I'm ready to start murdering you. But before that, I'd like to say hello to Cord, being played by Lee of Diesel Shot. Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
Ahoy. I'm doing great. I would say a little poison in my blade and I'm ready to go, like the guy in the one video game, but Cord doesn't poison his blade. He just cuts up crabs. I'm doing great. I'm hyped.
Fantastic. And last, but certainly not least, Milady Saito playing Caitlin. As always, it is a pleasure to have you on stream.
As always, it's a pleasure to be here. Hi.
Hi. And so we go back to our situation here. As the I unpaused the game. As the pirates approached a fort that was located inside of a swamp, they were attacked by a series of undead crab hordes. And now a much larger crab has reared its head along with another horde. And Caitlin, as she ran into what appears to be a break in the cliffs, or in these large stone mounds, she noticed there was 2 undead skeletons standing at the top of this ledge, and they were looking around, trying to figure out what was going on the outside. And so we are back in combat mode, and we are starting with all of you. So again, the way this works in Conan by Modiphius is that the players go first. And that's it. There is no initiative. So the players can go in any order, and it can change all the time. So it is on you, my friends.
Amazing.
Okay, I'm rolling initiative.
Yes. Roll initiative, please.
So, like, I'm out here. There's crabs out here. I'm trying to get my ass inside. I think Caitlin's kind of like throwing up a warning, but like I don't quite know what's up. So I think I was gonna charge in. I can wait though whenever you guys want to. In character, I don't know what's in there, so.
I will have made a gesture of death is in here, kind of concept, like
Yeah, like a danger ahead, maybe.
Yeah, it's something that basically says that it could be a lot worse. Cord might think it might be not as bad as Caitlin does, but Caitlin thinks it's terrible. I guess that would be the way to visualize it.
Quicksilver, thank you for the sub, buddy. Appreciate you. Always happy to have you around. Glad you could actually catch this before your nerd raid. That's fantastic. So who's going? What's happening? The fighting has started.
Cord. The fight. I like with me, man. The only way out is just through. And battle axe in hand and dripping broken bits of crab. I move. I can 5'10". I can boop myself twice, right?
Correct.
Before needing to make an action. Do I catch wind of anything out here, or am I flying blind?
Give me an observation check.
Well, I'm a blind boy.
No momentum generated from this, though.
Let's check that. Hold on. Yeah. And I gaze about, and I'm like, where is it? All right. Well, okay. So I don't get the momentum off.
You definitely see these two creatures. One of them has a sword and shield in hand, both of which look rusted and decayed. And you see another one of these skeletons standing up here with a bow, also looking. The leather wrapping around the wood just appears to be falling off. The cord doesn't look like it's meant to last, but yet the arrow it has knocked across the bow still looks like it is sharp and deadly.
So, cord is something of a human spider, one might say. I see that there's an archer up there, and I'm like, fuck, the cover is going to get my boy shot. So what I want to do is come up in here, crew in tow, spending, I think it's a minor action to move.
Correct. Minor action gives you 30 feet.
And, okay, hold on. Fuck, how do I, okay, one moment. Delete? Sorry. Is it Control Z? No, fuck, it's not getting rid of it.
I think you can just click on the center of it and press delete.
Fuck, I'm sorry, I don't know how to use Foundry.
Oh God, what is happening?
Yeah, click the center of your...
I got it, it's dead.
All right, sorry. Control Z only moved my character back. Okay, so I want to approach the wall, and I want to just go straight up this wall, grab the skeleton archer by the ankle, and like yoink him down the platform.
Okay, give me a melee check at difficulty 2.
All right, and I'm considered to have climbing gear at all times.
I've already taken that into account because you don't have to do basically, you're not having to do a climbing check in order to do this.
All right, I'm just being able to get up there and go for the melee. All right, so let's try the diff 2. Fortune favors the bold, boys.
Okay, 1 second.
Hope you weigh more than a skeleton.
So you go ahead and tell me what happens. It's coming down.
I am gonna go for it, and I try and like whip its leg off. That's like if you were taking a human down, you'd be trying to ensure they land poorly. But in the process, GM's discretion here. I assume that like the tendon holding like the shin bone to the rest of the body is kind of frayed and old, and I just like take off its lower leg as it falls to the ground. And I'm holding like a knee.
Having some mouse here. Why am I having mouse?
He stays up there, but you fall down with his femur.
So that takes that down.
Why is he climbing the mountain?
To make love to the mountain.
To embrace that mountain.
And so
That mountain.
he comes ripping down. And what's interesting though is that as you kind of pull on this tendon, it should be old because it's a skeleton, and yet the tendon on it is fairly strong. There is a ripping as it comes down, and you are holding a portion of the leg, but not the entire lower leg. Its foot is still kind of dangling onto its tibia, but you are holding its fibula in the other hand. As it falls to the ground, and you see some of the bones kind of crack, but it's still alive, if you want to call it that, undead. But yeah, you got a boner in hand for sure.
It's got bones. Can my boys and I move such that I am like standing on the ledge against this fucker?
Your boys are going to have to do a check because they're not human spiders.
Can they come up the ladder or the?
Yes.
Or is that still a check?
No, that's still going to require a check because you're basically under duress.
right,
would you like to do it or me?
I can do it. What skill? Movement.
Movement, agility, difficulty 1.
All right.
So basically, you got four guys who are trying to pile up this thing as quickly as they possibly can. So the first one has to be a success, which it is, and they have a momentum. How do you want to spend that?
Can I bank it?
Yes, you can.
Bank.
Okay. And so, yes, all of you are up on that ledge.
All right.
Who is next?
I'll charge in. So the Skelly's on the ground, right?
Skelly's on the ground, yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna take my minor action here, and I'm gonna move all the way up in.
How far was that?
That was 30.
Okay.
So I was here to 25 to
You're
here
good.
to 30.
You're good.
All right. So then I'll do my free action to draw my saber,
Okay.
and I'm gonna swing down, but it's an aim shot, and it's at his neck.
Okay. Because he's on the ground, we won't do anything with the difficulty for an aimed shot. Just go ahead and roll basic. Difficulty 1.
Shit, I closed the thing. Difficulty 1, you said?
Yes, sir.
Longings, saber, attack, swing. Oh,
So you swing down at it and it kind of rolls to the side. You're used to having flesh in there that you're trying to get a hold of, and it just kind of slides right by and slams into the stone floor. Who's next?
get in here, lads!
Gannis will go running after the group, using that miner to make it his 30 feet.
Okay. Blessings follows along. Ah, what the fuck? Okay.
He stopped moving. I think it froze up for me.
No, you moved.
It slowed down significantly. I'm getting some lag now.
Significantly.
Oh no, you're on top of Kelmick.
Ooh, lucky.
Well, I think I'm gonna grab Anthony over here. Hey, come on, kid. We're gonna hit the coast.
One second.
Stay away from these.
1 second, because Gannis still has his major. He used his minor to move 30 feet.
Oh, gotcha.
Gannis, your other action? If you're talking, you're muted, Gannis.
I was talking to myself anyway. I don't
okay.
think I really have anything from this distance to do as a major standard.
Major, minor?
I think you can double tap. You can tap a main into a minor, right? So you can double move.
You can double move, yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Thank you, Cord.
I think you might have slowed down because I was moving at the same time as you, so.
Get in here with me, not the butt.
A to B, baby. Asshole to belly button. All right, so you were saying to your possibly brother?
Right. You're right, my possible brother.
What are we doing? So remember, he has your sword.
Right. So I'm gonna grab him, and we're gonna be moving towards the coastline, away from combat.
Okay.
And then on the way there, so that's my minors to move. So then, as my major, I kind of want to see if I can exploit these crabs as I'm walking through.
Which set of crabs?
Like basically, we're
big crab, little crab.
this whole big
this
crab
whole mess.
See if I can figure something else out about him. Yeah.
Okay.
Big crab.
Go ahead and do an observation check, difficulty 1. Where are you moving to? Oh, did you already move?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, where are you heading?
So I want to be basically heading this way.
Okay. So
Over the
he's
coast.
following along with you, and he looks absolutely frightened. But he's waving that sword like he's running like this with it. Go ahead and do
Nice.
your observation check.
Grab. Boom. Roll. Let's do this.
How do you want to spend that momentum?
I would love to bank it.
Okay. So you can, after this, no momentum can be banked. The max you can have is 6. And at the end of your guys' turn, if you haven't noticed, your momentum goes down every time after I take my turn. So, my 1. Fausto, Caitlin, Kalmik, who's up?
I think Caitlin should go next.
Okay, so
There, if you want to. You're pretty close by that skeleton.
I know. So, I would like to. This will be the first time I've actually been able to physically attack with my weapon. So, this is going to either work very well or work very poorly. So, do I just click the weapon itself?
Yep. And there should be a little thing that says attack on there.
Yep. And what is my difficulty?
Difficulty 1, please. Okay, go ahead and roll the damage.
Oh, thank God.
2 effects generate. So tell me how this thing dies.
Oh, thank God. So I would say that she kind of kicks in to this fear mentality very quickly, and it's very bloodthirsty as she moves up quickly and she pulls out what is a 3-sectional staff and starts whipping it around very quickly around herself, slamming one hit and then one after another, just creating what would be a barrier.
And this thing looks like it was trying to turn towards you and level out the bow, and it just, as you crush it repeatedly with this 3-sectional staff, its bones just begin to shatter and turn into dust, and the bow falls from now limp skeletal fingers. And so that leaves Fausto and you still have a minor action if you want to use it.
Can I pick up the bow?
Yes.
Is that okay? Is there arrows with the bow?
Yes.
I wish to pick up the bow and the arrows.
Okay. So you pick up the bow and the arrows, and you immediately get crushed. No, I'm just kidding. It's definitely a ragged bow. You have a feeling that it might not last very long, but it's workable. It definitely works. So
Sweet. It's worth a shot next turn.
it is at least. Give it a shot. So Fausto and Kalmik.
So Kelmec is going to stand in front of Fausto. He's going to be eyeing these crabs, like just dead eyeing them. And he's going to whip out his whip. And what he's going to do is he's going to snap wildly, like almost like doing tricks, trying to distract these crabs and assist Fausto in whatever he's doing. That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, so whatever Fausto does, then I'll let you roll the single die for the assist on that.
Okay. I didn't have any plans on going after the crabs, unfortunately, but we'll see if it still is able to help me at all. But I was going to go into the cave here, kind of slide past Lamp, not that far.
Slide into my DMs.
I don't know why it took me that far, but am I able to see that skeleton standing up top there?
Yes.
So Fausto would come running into the cave and see the undead skeleton up there and try and get its attention and say, "Who is your master?"
And its armored helmet just kind of looks down at you, and it's just like its lower jaw pops open, and it's just like.
I take that time to use an exploit action.
Okay, observation. So unfortunately, Kalmik, your assistance there isn't going to help, so you can change action after Fausto finishes.
Okay.
Yep. So you can apply the what's that? It's penetration 2. I think it adds to whatever your next attack is on this boy right here.
And as I was running in there, I called out a command to Claudius to run up here and plug this hole.
Wow, that was a really fast crab. How far did it go?
He's fast.
How fast did it go?
It's 30.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to do me an animal handling check.
Okay.
Is Kelmick
May
going to
I-
get through the hole afterwards?
I think you can move past allies, right? Is that how this works in the...
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay.
As long
May
as
I
it remains
use a
down.
momentum? Is everyone okay with that?
Yeah, sure. We need more momentum. No.
So
Looks like
your crab is not liking that, right? It is not excited. It looks at these other crabs as an abomination to Dagon, and you kind of feel just through your touch with this crab that you just hurt that bond that you have between you by forcing it to retreat into there.
I'll try and convince it later that it was the right tactical move to make, but crabs don't understand that in the heat of combat.
They don't. Most people don't, anyways. All right, so
They
Calvin,
understand tactics outside of combat.
the outside of combat, crabs are actually fantastic at chess. And thank you for the subscribe there, Marishi. Did I say it right this time? Did I say it right this time, Caitlin?
Richie!
Yay! It's always good to see you, buddy.
I think there's a ma in front of that.
Thanks for the sub.
They did say Marishi.
She for short.
Okay, you missed a ha then, I think. Maharishi?
Maybe that's what
Yes,
it was. I think I forgot the ha. I said Maharishi. Maharishi. Thank you very much for the correction, and thank you again for the sub. Kelmick.
I would like Claudius to have an attack ready for when they get close.
Oh yeah. No. Claudius has got his giant fist ready to go. Kelmick.
Kelmek is gonna look around and he's gonna dart his eyes back and forth. Notice that all of his friends have gotten to this platform here, and he's going to run to meet them.
Okay, go ahead. You move right past Claudius. No problem.
It'll be hard to meet them. They're all on bow.
Oop.
There we go. I had to get Claudius his proper look. He wasn't properly dressed. Now he's got his monocle and his hat. You able to move, Kelmick?
Giving it a try.
Okay.
Oh. Moved a little bit.
Probably updating because I changed that token.
There we go. Yeah, and he's just going to
I'm gonna move you right. Nope, I can't move you right there. You can't occupy the same space as another token.
Okay, can I sprint?
Yes. And
All right.
head right here.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll move you. I got you.
thanks.
Yep. Again, it's probably just a little laggy because I switched that token out. All right. Is that everyone? I believe it is.
I think
Think so.
I think so.
Does
So-
Blessings get a turn?
No, Blessings doesn't get a turn this time.
If we say no, can we start all over?
Yes,
Blessings.
actually, I never would have been able to keep track.
Roll sneak.
No, here we go.
And so
Deception.
this skeleton warrior turns away from Fausto and turns towards Cord and his mob and attempts to lay sword to flesh. And unfortunately, because you are in a squad, you cannot defend.
All right.
And it hits.
Oof.
And so we will pump that momentum into damage.
Pump it up.
If you just ask
Oh,
Manus
he
to
did.
spit on it, it'll help.
That's
Wow!
Still bitter.
So is that one of the homies taking that, or is that
Yes,
me?
no, it's one of the homies. So
No.
the homies have a shield,
Or one
which
out.
gives them 2 armor. So that's 6 damage. So one of them goes down. One of your Marines takes a fall. His neck just sliced open, blood splurting, and he falls down to
Oh.
the ground below.
God.
And he wounds another one.
That Skelly is
So
not
that
nice.
I'll make him pay for that.
And
You'll
so-
pay for that.
You'll pay
With your own life.
And so coming around the corner here is another skeleton who also tries to lay into those marines of yours. I suppose it would be you, actually, but
I'm gonna get my whole fucking squad killed.
just murked in one go.
Not the boys. Oof.
And that's a hit. Roll damage. 4, so 2 of that's blocked. There's no effects on the pitted sword, so that one of your marines now is down to 3, right? Because they start at 6 each.
Left leg. Fuck. All right.
Merely a rusty blade, nothing to worry about.
Merely a pre-tetanus shot, rusty blade, nothing to worry about.
1,
Oh,
2, 3, 4.
Where's Jack Skellington? We got a whole spooky, scary squad coming
There's a
across.
spooky, scary squad. You better start believing in ghost stories.
Yeah, I'm fucking in one.
And so the crab comes scuttling through the swamp and approaches Claudius. And there's some hot crab on crab action.
Parallel fighting never solved anything.
Does Claudius get his attack off first, or how does that work?
So we will do them simultaneously.
Okay.
Because the way this works, I don't think there's actually a hold attack, you know what I mean, like there is in the rest of the stuff that we do. So considering you held onto it, what I'll do is I'll do them at the same time. Ready. Holding an action to perform later. Ready. Let me just double see. Like I don't think we've ever done this before. Trigger conditions. Interrupts any nope, you get to go first.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll Claudius's attack, and then if he's still alive, I'll resolve my attack.
I clicked the button. It's not coming up. It might be loading.
You have to click on claw, the actual word claw. There it goes. It's in the chat.
Oh, the attack button. That's right. Okay. I forgot. I would like to. No, I'm going to save the momentum. Never mind.
Claudius misses.
Damn.
And so Anti-Claudius attacks him with his own massive claw and hits with the momentum. We'll spend that momentum on damage. What's Claudius's armor? 2. And so he takes 1 damage, taking him down to 7. The crab horde follows along behind, fat of the land, coming at swarms over Blessings, who's flying above, just happy to have wings, and attacks Claudius as well. Many tiny claws.
Blessings was going to be with me, but
He got stuck on
hard.
the wall.
Well, it gets hard to click on my character when he's in the
Gotcha.
same square.
I'll assume Blessings is just riding on your shoulder unless you say otherwise.
That's good. I like that.
Ooh, nice. Okay. Roll an attack for Claudius for me, please, sir. So
Nice.
this nice, that's terrible. So unfortunately Claudius wasn't ready for these other crabs that are coming swarming in, but they're so small compared to him that he's just kind of shucking them off of him, and he holds everyone at bay. And so it's back to you all.
Yes.
Did you say that we can go past people?
Yes, you can
Like
go
our
past
friendlies?
people. Yes.
Yeah, I would shout to everybody, get up the ladder! Get up the ladder!
Get up on those walls.
There is still someone very much undead up there. And someone's already bleeding and dead up there. I don't know if I would recommend running up there. But you're the captain, right? So, you know what? You know.
Well,
what-
it's either undead people or undead crabs.
Our men need our help.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
and I have my crossbow. I assume I can't shoot Like they're too
You
far
have
away.
you have a
high,
sword
right?
in hand. You have your sword in hand right now.
Yeah, I know, but I brought my crossbow with me as well.
Okay. You would be at a difficulty 2.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna move and climb that. Move and climb up.
Yep. Okay. So that'll be part of your movement because it's only you going up.
Okay. Now these rocks in the middle, are they climbable?
I mean, they're not that high, but yeah. They would provide cover, that's about it. You gonna get up there, Obi-Wan?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, you're good. Now you're gonna have to do a check.
He wants the high ground.
Athletics difficulty 1 if you're trying to get up there.
You guys mind if I spend a momentum on it?
Go
I don't-
ahead.
I'm gonna need one too.
Oh God!
Wow. It's it might be the worst roll so far.
No, break an ankle.
No.
It is the worst
One
roll.
life
Oh
equals one
my
prey.
god!
Yeah.
And you failed! And you failed! Oh wow!
Lambros' arms climb up without him.
Good lord!
What's
Oh,
happening?
oh wow! Okay, give me 1 second here. Oh wow, I need to look at something really quick because I've never had to use this before. So, let's see here. Where is fall damage? Sorry, give me 1 second. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna let you roll it. So go ahead and do an athletics check, difficulty 2.
God. Probably don't have a nice thing.
There it is.
Hurts.
Okay, do slash roll 4d6. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you are stunned.
Oh.
I'll get you. I'll tell you all about what happens. And you take 4 damage, not soaking.
Oh.
So as you kind of climb up to this, you're scrambling around, and there's just so much blood from one of Cord's Marines that your hand slips in it first, your foot slips in it, then you slam your face into the rock, you stumble past Cord and fall down onto your back down below.
At least I didn't trip in the bar.
That's never happened to anybody in this group before.
When we have like the group portrait made, we need Lambro like mid-action, looking like he's lunging, but ambiguously
Like
also
this?
falling.
When I get the chance, I'm going to get the captain's shoes and I'm gonna cut at the bottom of it because that people will be tripping everywhere.
I need some of those anti-slip shoes that restaurant workers wear.
That's what restaurant workers do. They cut the bottom of it.
There you go. We need to get the captain some Crocs, please.
Lay down, guys.
Who's next?
I try and kill the fucker in front of me.
Okay, so first do your attack.
All right, I'm swinging my axe on account of it's what I've got in my hands, and that's not how Cord talks. I'm gonna say, "You'll pay for that with your unlife, you scurvy dog. Away with you." And well,
We'll handle that in a minute. Double click on your Marines and roll combat. Difficulty 1 using brawn.
combat D1 brawn.
All right, give me 1 second, please.
The boys know what's up. It's me who's fucking up.
Yeah. Let's preload this one. All right. So, your attack hits, and it generates 1 success and 3 momentum. So, what do you want to do with that 1 or the 3 momentum?
A trick so nice, he used it twice. Could I spend one of the momentum trying to knock this dude off? Or is that not within the scope of a momentum use?
So you could use the momentum to do something like that would end up being... I need to print this chart out is what I need to do.
I mean, I should...
You could do, I'll tell you what, it'll do a change stance, and you could spend the other two, and I'll add a fall damage.
All right, so I'm knock him on his ass real hard, basically.
Yep, roll damage.
All right, I am rolling my damage. Melee, And I'm using my reroll ability, un momento, reroll selected. And so that's 5 overall.
5
Intense
overall.
adds 1.
Intense,
10.
no, vicious adds 1. Intense does wounds. So,
yes.
so this guy takes 3 damage total because he has 2 armor. And do me slash roll 2d6. Okay, that does 1 more damage to him as he falls. You swing into him with all of your might into his breastplate, or I'm sorry, it was his right arm, and it travels through, and the bit of your axe gets stuck into his breastplate as he falls down here next to Lambro, taking your axe with him.
Oh shit. All right, so I've got a minor action remaining, right?
Correct.
Is that enough to draw my boarding pike?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Are there... My Marines are ruled to technically be in the same space as I am, right?
Yes. Roughly. I mean, they're not hanging off into space or anything.
All right. I'm gonna put faith in my crewmates, and I'm gonna say, get the one behind me and I'll hold the bridge. And I want to move myself.
Stop moving.
Like,
stop moving.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so this is... Okay, and close. Okay, go ahead.
So I want to move up, and like with my boarding pike out, try to like. I probably can't ready an attack.
No, no, you cannot.
I'm just gonna be. I want to be here. I want to be here, boarding pike out. Basically, just ready to hack a fool. But yeah, and I'm basically counting on the rest of the crew to get up here and kill Topher. That's my go.
Okay, who's next? Falso, Caitlin, Gannis, Aaron.
The one that fell down is officially dead. Though.
Yes,
That's good, right?
deader than they were before.
So I'm gonna go up the ladder. I don't think I've heard or seen what's at the other end of that, so I know what's on the other end of this crab. So
You don't want us talking about our crabs.
No. I can make it here, right?
Yeah.
And so if I do basically the full move or the full movement of another movement, then I cannot attack. That's correct.
You can move 10 feet without spending a move action. You can use your minor action to move 30 feet, which is 6 blocks. You already moved your 10 feet. Now you can move 6 more blocks if you use your slow action or your minor action.
Okay. So I need to get about here.
Yep, that would be your minor action.
Okay.
But you would still have your major.
I forgot that. There we go.
I was about to say, you need me to move you?
So now that I see this, I prepare. Is there? So you said there's held action still, right?
Ready, which would be
Ready,
you use an action underneath a certain trigger.
Okay, so I'm going to do a ready to action that if they approach us to attack, then I wish to attack first. I have the first attack.
So what do you have in hand, because you picked up that bow before?
Oh, I just put that on my back currently.
Okay. Got you. So if they move into melee, you're gonna go into melee.
Yes, going to
Got it.
melee.
All right, Fausto, Kelmick, Aaron, Gannis.
Gannis gonna climb up.
Get some climbing, Gannis. Get over there. Get on up.
Just don't climb the rocks, okay, guys?
Those rocks are really slippery. OSHA intensifies.
Oh, God.
I think I hit to move again. There we go.
Can crabs climb?
Crabs cannot climb.
Toss him.
I like how
Toss
you
me.
said that as such a fact that you know. Crabs,
it's not-
in fact, cannot climb.
It has nothing to do with the game, just in
Dude,
general.
you don't think I research all this stuff, man? Come on, I know what careening is. Like, who the fuck knows what careening is that isn't a freaking sailor?
Can you move blessings closer to me? I can only click it when it's in my line of sight.
undercraft. So how about right there on top of the rocks,
Thank you.
I'm
Kind of-
envious.
perched up there, just looking down on everybody. Going, "Ah!"
Yeah, for some reason, I can only click him when he's in my line of sight.
Anything else you want to do, Gannis?
Gannis readies in case this other guy comes south at him.
Okay. Kelmick, I'm just going to start going around the horn.
And it's a spear that he's got ready.
Gotcha.
All right. Kelmec is going to
Wait,
stand
Kelmick.
right. Whoa.
Something with your amazing observation skills. I meant to tell you, you get this really strange smell. Like, it smells like the dying areas, not the dying like dead areas, but the where they dye clothing. It has that super pungent smell that is just like it makes your eyes almost water, and it's coming down near your feet, and you kind of see this like mound of this white salty substance that you've seen it before. You know that if you grab this stuff with a free action and throw it into freaking Lambro's face, his stun will go away.
Well, okay. I'm gonna go down and grab it, and I'm gonna ball it up like a snowball. Just gonna toss it at him.
And it flies through the air and it just splatters all around his mouth and nose, and it just immediately perks you up, Lambro. It's like somebody shoves smelling salts underneath your nose.
Yes.
But it is just absolutely this thick ammonia smell just cloying around your face. Your stun thing is gone, and you are no longer prone because it shocked you so bad.
Got salt bayed so hard.
You got salt bayed so hard by Kelmick and Veronique that
Thanks,
it just got you going. Now, Kelmick, that was totally a free action, buddy. It's whatever you want to do now.
Oh. Okay. So Kelmac, like, gives a couple of these to get the extra residue off of his hands, and he's gonna go up to the base of the rock, and he's gonna look up at these skeletons and see if they've got any weak points. He's gonna try to exploit them.
Okay, go ahead and go for the exploit.
Do you want that?
That hot observation check.
Yeah, going for it. Should be wrong.
Oh, Kelmick. I'm waiting for the actual results to come up because I want to see if you pass the roll at all, but a complication's been triggered. So you kind of see this group of skelly bones starting to cross the bridge that connects these two mounds together. And yeah, you can definitely use the exploit action on them. But I need you to do a discipline check.
Okay.
Difficulty 1. Sev, are you having a stroke over there or freaking caffeine buzz?
Oh, you know.
You got some of the smelling salts too.
Yeah.
Where is the discipline?
Discipline's
check?
probably down somewhere at the bottom. Lambro, discipline is
Instant willing.
beat install orders.
Huh.
Yeah, it's underneath
Something on the
willpower.
block?
It's under willpower, all the way down at the bottom.
The last thing I see is society.
Would you like me to roll it for you?
What a statement.
Please.
The last thing I see is
Yeah.
society.
We live in a.
Wow. Didn't think you would. Oh, look, there's an assist button now. By the way, we're running the newest version. Sorry, I want to see what happens here. So you take 1 resolve damage, which I'll take care of for you. This horde of these guys coming at you just frightens you. You're not an undead kind of guy, are you? You seem more like the sticky finger, I'm gonna take things from society and let them know what I think about them kind of guy. Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, it frightens you. But the Hebes manage to keep mostly at bay, and you only take a little bit of damage from that due to that complication.
What about the GBs?
No GBs, just the Hebes. Fausto.
So Fausto, having seen that skeleton up there, he was looking for weaknesses in his armor, has been slain. He whirls around and throws a knife instead at the anti-Claudius.
The anti-Claudius. Go ahead
Evil
and
Claudius with a goatee.
roll it. Oh,
Anti-Claude.
oh, honey.
Why? Why so many 20s? What is happening?
It thinks you're playing
You need
D&D,
to pray to
maybe.
Dagon. That's our issue.
Yeah, you
Dagon,
guys, I didn't hear
please.
any Dagon prayers to begin with. Wow. All right.
Did it
Fausto.
just went to the deep?
Fausto, high or low, buddy?
No, I don't want to. I know what you're gonna do.
I mean, it was
low.
low. Dagon has heard your prayers, and your knife goes skipping and hits this wall, bounces back, and almost gets you. So what I'll do for that complication is I'll just increase the doom tracker instead of having you kill your friend.
Yeah.
Claudius. Oh, you still have a minor action if you want to use it.
No, I'm just gonna. That's it for my turn.
Try,
But Claudius
just
is gonna.
not fail any more rolls.
Yeah, Claudius is gonna continue attacking.
Okay, roll
Use
it.
your
Roll,
minor to
roll
thank
it.
Dagon.
Yeah, you should use your minor to pray to Dagon. So that is 1 momentum generated. How do you want to spend it?
I will spend that. I guess just extra damage.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Actually, penetration. Penetration.
Ooh, don't threaten me with a good time. Roll damage.
Roll snare.
So that goes completely through the crab's armor and does 2 damage to him. Aaron,
And he's grappled, right?
he is grappled. Actually, Claudius
right.
should have been grappled, but that's fine. Aaron.
Well, I'm gonna grab the sword out of Anthony's hand.
What? Wait, why?
No, it's mine. I need it back.
What? But there's crabs!
Sword. Just
Wait.
shut up.
That mean lady gave me a stick!
Why are you acting like a child?
Because I am a child!
All right, give me the fucking sword.
You dropped it! So finally, you kind of argue back and forth with him for a minute, and he gives it back to you, and it grabs his club again.
All right, then I'm gonna run up here on the coast and give this undead crab a good old slice and dice.
Give him make him a crab roll.
Make him into a
Give him the old Rangoon.
Give him the old look for my skill to roll here.
Just click on the sword if it's in your belongings.
Put a sword in my hand, dress me
Or
up
your
in
actions.
chains.
Here it is, and of course I'm gonna use a momentum.
Okay.
Because otherwise. All right.
Roll damage.
I needed it.
What's the so this it's parrying. Okay, so excuse me. So that does 3 damage to him. He is not looking good. You end up slicing off his smaller claw and it spurts out it basically just drops off. There's kind of like this dust that spurts out of it, but he doesn't look like he's dead yet. He's almost there. And Anthony comes running up behind you with this stick that Caitlin gave him, yelling at the top of his lungs, "Ah!" and tries to smash it down on this reference no longer exists. I gotta get him out of the compendium. Hold on. Where's my compendiums at? Oh, screw it. I'll just roll it.
I got him a bow if he lives, but he has to live first.
Oh my god. So he hits the top of this crab and it just thunks and basically bounces back off of it. And he kind of looks at Aaron like I didn't do it. Like I thought I was going to do it and I didn't do it. And that's all the players, right? So the skeleton laying down on the ground here beside Lambro kind of pushes itself up. It has a battle axe sticking out of it and it moves forward. And thank you for the follow. We appreciate that. As the skeleton comes forward and swings its sword at Lambro. Lambro, are you going to try and defend?
Yes.
Spend the doom.
Spend the doom.
So I will increase the doom tracker by 1. Go ahead and roll parrying.
Harry High School. It's
Okay, so I got 2 successes. You got 2 successes. Wait, hold on a second. I'm just looking at difficulty 1, 2, 2. All right, so how are you blocking this? Tell me what you're doing to kind of block it.
Well, I'm still feeling the effects of the special white substance that Kelmick threw in my face, and it's more out of a rage reaction that I throw my saber arm out as it swings down in, and it blocks.
So you kind of are stumbling around as this thing is also a little bit woozy, even though it doesn't really have a brain anymore. And it brings down this pitted sword, and it clangs into your sword, and the end of the sword just busts off in this shower of rusty metal. And he's left holding basically like the hilt of his sword, and that's it. And he's got a shield in his other hand. The skeletal horde up top moves forward. And that would trigger Caitlin's attack. Go ahead and roll melee.
Okay. No pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure at all.
Big money, big money.
Oh, honey.
Oh no.
And so you're just stunned by this horde coming forward, and it's just your attacks completely misses. And because you attacked it last, the horde. Well, Caitlin, high or low?
Oh god, the high. That's what I rolled. Low.
Low.
No.
It comes straight for you, Caitlin.
Oh no.
And so because this is a mob,
Oh good.
this is a mob, so the first attack, the first die that shows up has to be a success or it misses.
Oh. Please.
So this could be a good thing or it could be a terrible thing.
It could be very terrible.
And so the horde just comes stumbling forward, and as they're trying to get past Cord, they're swinging swords and they're just kind of bouncing off of each other and slamming into the walls. Apparently, whenever they died, their undead spirits did not really stay behind, but they kind of completely ignore Cord, who can make an attack of opportunity on them.
Amazing. These Hanna-Barbera ass skeletons. I'm like, get off of these walls, and let's swing, let's swang.
With your boarding
Okey-dokey.
pike. Yep. How you want to spend that momentum?
I want to bank that momentum. We low on momentum these days.
Okay.
And I want to give the old damage do.
Get the old damage arena.
And I would like to reroll one as is my right. And
what's the? Can you throw the boarding pike out into the chat?
for sure. Yeah, it's got piercing and vicious.
Piercing and vicious. So,
and I'm reach 3.
If you can do the damage through that for. Oh, you did. But it. That's
well,
really
sorry. I did the damage through the.
Okay,
the entry.
so. Okay, no, it should be 1, 2, 3,
Do the mash.
4, 5 damage. And what do these guys have? Armor. Okay, so and it has piercing. You said.
Yeah, piercing 1.
Okay, so one of the skeletons drops to the ground, just shattered through with your boarding pike. Over on the other side, the crab looks to Aaron, and it clacks its claw, and then it kind of goes after you. Unfortunately, it's grappled with Claudius, and so because of that, it's going to first have to try and get out of that. So Claudius, do me a brawn versus brawn, my friend. Just do senses, since it should be 0 on him. Oh, Claudius.
Another 20.
Another 20. You should just stop rolling. So, Claudia, the undead crab, basically, with its arm gone, just is able to pull out of Claudius's grasp and goes for Aaron. And I'll just, I'll use that. So we will do, we use that momentum for damage. Aaron, do you have any armor?
No.
So that takes you.
Can I parry?
Yes, you can if you would like. The difficulty is going to be difficulty 1, and you're going to give me a doom to do it.
Is that okay, guys? Or
go for it. Go for
I
it.
don't want to add to the doom. All right. Fuck it, right into the doom.
Already
man.
thick. It's already thick.
Yay!
All right, so no damage taken. That momentum and your success both cancel out. So tell me how you parry giant crab claw coming straight for your face.
Giant crab claw, as you said, coming straight from my face. But I'm ready. My sword's ready. I quickly just deflect the crab coming at me. It's really easy, actually.
It's just really easy. It's just like you didn't even really have to break a sweat.
I think Anthony's impressed a little bit.
Anthony is definitely impressed. He kind of looks at you like, wow, you made that look effortless, like riding on the backs of freaking whales through the water. And so the other crab horde attacks Claudius. And hits. Because this is such a strange attack, do you want Claudius to try and block this?
I don't want to spend the doom.
Okay. I'm starting to try to use some of it up, because otherwise I could just start summoning demons. What is his armor?
Claudius?
2. Yep, 2. So he takes 3 damage, so that takes him down to 4, and it's persistent. So he's going to take 2 damage on the next one, and 1 on the next one after that. I got 1 dude left up here.
Some of that.
Topher's attacking those Marines. Because they're a mob, they can't defend. They hit. So they have a shield of 2. So that blocks 2. That means they take 2. So one of your Marines is down to 1 health. Oh, and we're back to you all.
Yeah, we got the boy in the backfield. Shit, like, can someone take care of that? I don't want my Marines to die. Fuck.
Giannis will attack him. Anyone mind if he uses one of those momentums?
Spend the momentum.
Go ahead and move where you need to be.
He's going to spear at him.
Roll it.
Is he using a javelin as a spear since he's smaller?
No.
It's actually... I was waiting to see what happens here. Sorry, hold on. Okay, go ahead and roll damage. Or I'm sorry, wait, 1 second. This is combat. So he has a shield. He can use parrying for free. This would be agility. Does 1. Oh, I thought that was gonna freaking... Oh, wow. So your attack, he sees it coming as he's trying to slaughter these Marines, and he brings up the shield, and your spear just jams into it, and bounces off, missing. And so with that momentum, I'll just go ahead and bank it because I don't want to spend to murder poor Gannis. I like him too much.
Oh, I missed an opportunity there.
What else you got?
No, it's too late. Next turn.
You sure?
Yep.
Okay. Who's up?
Is the one that I was attacking, is that this one up here, or is he somewhere else that I can't
He's
see?
right here. Turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's kind of blending into the wall there.
Okay. Well, I'm going to take the opportunity then to attack him since he's got no sword.
He's got a sword hilt in his hand and a shield in the other.
Got a rusty tip.
Rusty trombone.
I swear it says sword.
I'm swinging my saber.
The penis might you.
Difficulty 1.
Difficulty 1.
Hits.
And he uses that shield to try and block. Oh my god!
I believe it hits Trebek.
He just falls apart.
Yeah.
So the shield, he blocks your blow, doesn't take any damage from it, but his shield completely just disintegrates, and everyone around you, seeing that, you know, these enemies, they're so decayed and just like it should be easy. You shouldn't be having this big of a struggle against the undead. Everyone takes heart, and you end up adding 2. I just added them 2 momentum to your pool.
Hey.
So now he's got a sword hilt and the handle of a shield.
Is that Mati's power kicked in?
Keep fighting, lads. We've got them.
Don't ever use that name in front of me again.
Well, we all took heart.
Shut up. All right, who's up next?
So Kelmec is going to watch this shield crumble in this skeleton's hands. He's going to give a little maniacal laugh, like, and he's going to take his whip and snap it over the shoulder of Captain Lambro, hopefully in the face of this skelly boy.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
Yep.
So remember, this is the new whip, right?
The
one with the
new nay?
I don't think so.
Should be
Actually.
belongings. The one with the oh, it's not in there. Why is it not in there? I made it for you. Hold on, let me get that in there.
We do.
Sorry. Added weapons. There you go. The Akbatanan steel whip. So this whip is a special whip that you found that has what looks to be absolutely gorgeous leather embedded with metal spikes coming out of it. It's an incredibly fearsome looking weapon.
Nice.
So roll it.
Rolling it.
How do you want to spend that momentum?
Put it into damage.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage. So you'll just put, I think there should be a box in there that allows you to add the momentum into there.
Yeah.
It's always so slow for you, Kalmik. I don't understand this. The
Well,
dice came up.
my computer's also trash, so.
Well, it shouldn't though, because you rolled it onto my computer. All right, so tell me what happens to this thing.
I pull back the steel whip, and I watch it come straight over the shoulder of my captain, and it hits right like in the orbital bone of the skeleton, and kind of makes its skull sink in on itself, and as it falls back through the cliff.
Whips it into orbit.
It whips right into orbit. And so when you do this, though, you notice something. When you whipped forward with this steel, it hit, and then all of a sudden, shards of the metal just go everywhere. And you look, and as you pull the whip back, you see that the leather is completely frayed around the end of it, where all of this supposed Acabitanian steel was, and it's just fallen out.
Oh no! Oh! Ah.
But this head goes completely into orbit, and he dies.
Well landed, Kelmick.
So your whip actually had an unknown trait to it, and the trait was that it is fragile.
Gotcha.
Because it's not really Acabitanian steel. But that's fine. We'll talk about that later.
Fragile like Fausto.
Yes. Speaking of Fausto, Cord, Caitlin, Fausto, Aaron.
I'm going last. I'm going last this go around, I think.
All right.
If Tonfer is still standing, I'm going back to kill him.
Okay.
Kill my boys.
Well, Claudius is just going to try and clear off those crabs and start snapping them up.
Okay, so he does automatically take 2 damage. Do you want to try and get rid of that? So he doesn't take 1 the next round?
That'd be resistance.
In this case, it would be fortitude.
Oh, okay. What difficulty?
Difficulty 1.
What?
What's happening? Why though?
I'm just gonna. I'm done. I call it. See you guys.
No. Claudius needs to pray to Dagon.
No.
We did tell you to use your minor to pray to Dagon, so this is on you.
So I am going to bank that for something terrible that I have an idea about.
All right.
I don't know if I like that or if I don't like that, but I want Claudius to be alive. But I want Claudius to be alive, so it's kind of a.
So he does not.
His clear failed, but he's going to still try and attack.
Go ahead and try and roll it. Ah, wait! Don't click it. Pray to Dagon.
Claudius is saying his little crab prayers as he's snapping up.
Can we get some wishes of luck in chat, please? Wishes of luck, please. Send some good vibes.
Great. But Fausto is going to run up behind Claudius, seeing that he's starting to, some of his shells breaking away, and he's going to try and repair him.
Animal handling, difficulty 1.
Super glue, difficulty 2.
There we go.
So you want to pump all that momentum into healing?
Yeah, until he's full health.
So yeah, it takes him back up to 8, right back up to his full. And you happen to manage, so you run up and, you know, giving your all to poor Claudius. You start kind of like throwing unguents onto him and kind of like trying to push his shell in so that it's not, his innards aren't becoming outards. and you notice that one of these little crabs had managed to get under his shell. And it was biting, it was latched onto him under his shell. What are you going to do?
I guess try and rip it away. I don't really have anything that...
You rip it away and it does 2 damage to him doing it, but you just saved his life.
Nice. That's good.
All right, so Calmec, you already went. Cord, you're going last. Caitlin, Aaron?
Is there a way I can tell that Cord's about to, like, take off?
Well, I'm sure.
I'm like trying to look behind me to see how well my Marines are doing.
Actually, give me 1 second on that. Cord, give me a command check real quick.
All right. I assume I'm telling them to fight.
Yeah. Because right now they're just defensive against this guy, and that's basically all they got.
I'm like, crush that bones, and I will in fact spend a fortune point on that. You chose to spend a fortune point with this roll. You roll remaining dice. These can still generate complications. Yes. Wait, why didn't it? Okay, it did.
It did. All right, so your men, having seen one of them die already, one of them's about to die, they spring forward and they go for the attack. So if either one of the first two, I'm gonna keep your momentum, okay? But what I'm gonna do is on if any of the attack of any of the 3 rolls are successful, then it counts instead of the first.
All right.
And away they go. Lucky I did that. And so they stab forward with their spears. They do 2 damage, piercing 1. And so that does 1 damage to this guy.
Oh, fuck. All right. So the skeleton warrior is like looking pretty healthy.
Oh yeah.
And it's me and Caitlin who've yet to go.
Yep, and Aaron down here at the bottom, who's trying.
He's fucking around. So I'm gonna turn to Caitlin and I'm gonna say, wow. Caitlin, you think you can hold them?
No. Fuck no. I'm sorry. Do I look like a frontliner to you?
You're doing a great job. I have faith in you. Just walk.
That's fucking one of us.
So I would note, Cord, you engaged in melee with these guys.
I'm willing to eat the op to go get my boys out of the fire.
Okay, so they only do because of that they only do 1 roll, 1d20, difficulty 11. And they hit. Yep. And so the pitted sword, you turn around and you feel this sword slam into your back.
Sword for Cord.
Wow. Good thing I didn't use a spear. You have 3 armor, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I got 3 armor.
Okay, so that takes you down by 2 damage.
All right, so
I got you. I'll do it. You handle your movement.
Oh,
I'll knock you down.
So I was at 6, so
Yep.
I'm now at 4. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I get 10 feet free.
Yep.
I come up behind this fool, and I would like to flank with my boarding pike.
Do it.
All right. I'll throw that in the chat and hit attack with it, and I'm gonna spend a momentum on this.
Okay. Give me 1 second here.
Oh shit! My necklace has come off. How healthy is he looking?
Yeah, I mean, if I was going to give it on a scale in between 0 and 20, right, he would be at about a 4.
I am gonna. I'll get the necklace back on later. My jewelry pops off. I swing so hard. I'm gonna say bank 1 momentum, spend 1 on what I assume is just +1 damage dice, right?
Yep. Well, it's
All
not
right,
plus
cool.
1 damage dice, it's +1 to the damage. So if you just put it in there, automatically calculate it.
Cool. Yeah, I'll spend 1 momentum and bank the other.
Okay. I've already said it, so yep, there it goes.
I will re-roll the non-hit.
Okay.
Talent and well, jack shit.
Piercing.
Oh. Piercing 1, vicious.
So tell me what happens to it.
So like I see that like it's been stabbed, its ribs are knocked up, its body's out, but the spine is very thorough. The boarding pike is intended to be able to like hack into wood very well for obvious reasons. So I just go for about like where the spine meets the hip, and I try and crack this thing off like a log halfway down.
And it splits completely in half. Its upper torso swinging the sword as it still tries to, with its last vestige of undeath, it tries to hit you, and it just flops over and stops moving completely.
Excellent. I have a question. I have main action. Was my command earlier, did that consume my minor?
No.
Can I then move to get back in line with Caitlin?
Yes, you can.
All right, I do so. I'm like, see, said I would just be a second.
So Anthony looks there and he's like, help! Aaron, help me!
Hang on. Thinking.
Dad.
Just hang on.
Just
hang on. It was like,
come on, kill it! Stab it with your sword! Give me the sword back then! If you're not gonna stab it, give me the sword back!
I'm gonna give it a nice quick jab. Right,
give it the old crusheroo, the old stabberino,
crustacean. It's old rotted crustacean armor.
The old crusty crab.
I'm gonna give it the crust and dice. All right, never mind.
Do it.
I'll do it, I promise. I can do it!
How do you want to spend the momentum?
What do we got? Momentum. For the sake of, we're just gonna bank it.
Okay.
I'm gonna bank it. I'm gonna do the nice little damage here.
Tell me what happens to the undead crab.
All right, so, I thrust back. Anthony is starting to piss me off. I slice right into that crab face with like its eyeballs and stuff, and it just shoots out rotted crab guts, and the smell of dead rotted fish is just now all over my clothes and sword, and it's gross.
And as you pull the sword back, Anthony runs up and clubs it one more time and looks at you like I did it! And then he pushes past. That's not the right. That thing's dead. Sorry.
I did it!
So he tries to make it seem like he killed it, and then he rushes past it and tries to start slapping crabs with his stick.
It's not a good idea. Good way.
Slap the meat.
And he hits.
Hey.
And so you just see him slamming around on these crabs, and he's going to town. He's like, ah! And they get stuck on his stick, and he slaps it against the wall, and he almost hits Claudius with a backswing, and he's just going to town on these things. And the last few remnants of them just kind of swim off. Oh, and Anthony got deleted.
And he got deleted.
And so that's all of the players, correct? No, it is not. Caitlin, you are up there with a horde of skeletal minions coming straight for you.
So when Cord returns back, I just look over with a, oh, thank fucking Dagon. And I will, there's no point in holding an action now, or ready in action now. Might as well just attack.
Do it. Do it now.
Lord of the Deep and all that.
Buy a mana shrimp to support Dagon.
You're about to fucking go like kung fu on these bitches.
Yes, that is what I hope.
Roll damage. They can't defend. Mobs can't defend, unfortunately. So yeah, your 3-sectional staff slaps into one, and it literally just bounces right off of it. Sad.
That one must be recently dead.
Yes, it's very recently dead. And so because you've moved in for the attack, they come after you now. So if this doesn't roll right, I'll re-roll it. So
oh, here we go.
You'll be fine. Trust me, you'll be fine.
So the first one has to hit. The first one does hit.
Yeah, it definitely does hit with 4 successes.
Yeah, and so 2 of those momentum are you can. Do you want to attempt to dodge or parry?
Oh, I attempt to dodge.
Okay, so acrobatics. You got to spend a doom, so I'll increase the doom tracker for that.
Oh god.
Hey,
So it still hits.
Bueno.
It still hits, but I lost all of my momentum. So it still hits. They do damage with their pitted swords. What's
got this?
Oh god.
Roll damage. Do you have any armor? You have 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is very, very bad.
Yeah. No, this is terrible.
So that takes you down to 0 wounds and does 2 injuries to you. So these guys just come in, and apparently they were playing around being Hanna-Barbera Scooby-Doo skeletons on the first one, and they get themselves straight as one of them gets dropped, and swords just come in from all angles and stab into you, into your leg, into your arm, and you just are pouring out blood. You are down for right now with 2 wounds. And that takes us back to in fact, because we've been here for a while, I'm going to do a little hand waving. Cord, your Marines come up along with Gannis. Gannis, would you be using your spear?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not trying to dictate your actions. I'm just trying to do a little bit to progress the story just a little bit forward. Because I assume with all of you now, with the last enemy left, could deal enough damage to this to take it out.
Yeah. Also, can I attach my squads to other people?
Yes, with a successful command check.
Okay. Well, not that when Caitlyn looks like she's real fucked up, I would call my squad forward to defend her, and then we would go on the offensive.
And so everyone kind of comes up and these things are turning to you to kind of start coming after you, but it's just too much. Kelmic's been watching what's going on. He's able to get in there and get a little action. Fausto's able to do whatever he's going to do. Aaron and Anthony are kind of piling in everything, and it overwhelms these guys, and it takes them out. It's 1 squad left. They're minions. There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to kill them this round. I want to progress the story because we've already been at it for an hour and 20 minutes, so I want to proceed. If that's okay with everyone. If everyone out, I can still try to kill you with that 1 squad if you want. We can roll some more 20s, Fausto.
No,
yeah.
I think we do a good job.
No, we've had enough of 20s. Let's put the dice away.
I don't want to take anything from you as players. If you are all in agreement with that, I will do that. If you're not, we will continue on with combat as it's written.
I'm good with that.
I am fine with that.
You're bleeding on the floor. It doesn't matter.
I know, right? That's what I'm saying. I'm fine with that. That sounds pretty good to me. I mean.
Wait. Actually, I'm not fine with that. I want to kill more.
Fausto! Caitlyn has need of a servant.
Paybacks, my lady.
So, because this is, we're doing things just a little bit different with the way these wounds and everything kind of regenerate. You are not going to regenerate your health points until you take time, right? So in other words, like, Lambert, you're still going to be where you're at until you actually take a little bit of time. And considering that there's probably other things here, that could be very bad for you. So I'm just saying. But it's up to you what you guys want to do.
What do you mean, taking time? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like if you take an hour, you can recoup all of your HP.
But not wounds. Like, we won't do away with wounds.
Oh, no. Wounds have to be healed through first aid, and then those don't go away. They can actually be rebroken.
Yeah, I would just... So there's an action you can do as a major action called Recover, where you try and get back vigor as all. Could we try and do that, like, a one go round is just like we spend like a minute here rather than like taking an hour
if you want
long
to,
nap?
everyone wants to roll resistance who lost health, I'm fine with that.
I'll go for the resistance because
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
a
down with
little
that.
fucked up.
Okay. Yeah, if you roll a 20,
Oh my god.
I want to join the resistance.
you're already in the resistance.
Oh God, this is gonna hurt. I don't know. This is
Red one.
Cord, you're just too worried about your Marines, brother. Oh no, Lambro! Lambro!
My headache.
Oh, Cord! Oh, you resistance little shit. Go ahead and re-roll it.
Hello.
So, you're...
I spent that momentum to go up to 8.
No, I'm going to refill you completely.
Nice.
Lambro.
My head
Lambro,
hurts. Still
Lambro,
hurts. I have a
Lambro.
migraine now.
Lamb. Bro.
High or low?
Low.
So you're spending this time trying to heal yourself. You know, you're just trying to catch your breath, and your breath will just not come back to you. You feel like you really bruised your ribs. You don't think they're broke, but it's a thing. Like you're hurting, so you end up taking 1 fatigue. So I got you on that.
Is it COVID? Is it actually COVID?
It is.
Okay. Shit.
It's the vids. You got the vids.
Should have worn masks to battle. Mask up.
Do you mark the fatigue or do I?
I already did it.
Okay.
So Fausto, what are you doing?
How many of the Marines died?
1 is completely dead. 1 is still hurting.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the dead one, I would kneel by him, make sure I lay my hand on his eyes and close them and kind of mumble something to make sure his soul is at rest and say, we may want to burn his body lest he rise as one of them.
What are the customs of my land in regards to the dead? Can we Viking funeral our man, or is that against the ways?
You would know that in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes. No, it's in times of extreme stuff. It's understood that true warriors may be left on the battlefield, but if they can, they should be returned to be put on a funeral pyre.
I don't want him to get back up because the last thing I want to do is have to re-kill my soldier. So
your Marines look to you, and your sergeant is still alive, and he just looks to you and he says, "Crush his skull. If we make it back, we take him with us."
And I nod and I like rip off like whatever he's wearing as his main effects, and I'm like, we'll bury him either way. And then I do it myself. I fucking just.
And your Marines they don't even have a chance to recover. They just all 3 of them stand there and just watch.
I'm like, Fausto, tend to my wounded. He's still moving. And I look for my axe.
As Caitlin's just laying there going,
oh, I'm okay.
You're not quite dead yet.
The downed people get, triage. I trust Fausto to make that decision.
Well, you shouldn't, but...
Whoa. Wait, one minute. So I need to back up for just a second here. What? How did that happen? Crabs can't climb.
Trust me.
I was hoping you weren't going to say anything.
What happens with Claudius?
We tied a rope to him and pulled him up.
Yeah, actually, I mean, if anyone has rope, I would...
There's a rope.
He rode me up like a backpack.
I'm still.
Oh, do you want to do that athletics check again, Lambro? Really? Is that something he ducks?
Can Lambro even climb the rope ladder at this point?
I'm the human spider. If we need it, I'll go for it.
So, human spider carries crab.
You feel the human spider was denied a crab load. As you kind of start hoisting Crabbo up, your senses get intruded, Fausto, and it's Claudius's mind, and he is not pleased.
Do I
just not like
know why?
Just from being... he feels absolutely abused. He feels that he was left to defend against creatures that he wanted to engage and attack with, and now he's just being foisted around like he was hauled up with a ship whenever the Kraken was after him. He is going to let Dagon know about this.
Give him some of the flesh.
Enough is too much.
He says,
"You would be dead if not for me, Crab."
And you feel his mind kind of retreat, but his claw kind of clacks angrily at you. Kelmick, what's going on with you, buddy?
Oh, Kelmek's on his hands and knees, picking up all his little shiny bits of whip.
And so you're picking this stuff up, and you start to. What you see is you see these razor blades like looking things, right? That on the outside, like where it wasn't embedded in the leather, it looks like actual steel, like the Acabitanian steel. I don't know how to say it. That's how I'm saying it. But underneath of that, it looks just like flat old carbon-based steel. Like it was definitely done by an artisan. And you have a feeling that you could definitely pull off the fear component of it, but the whip is now fragile and will have to be repaired every battle, or it just loses damage each time.
Cool. Yeah, he stuffs those little shards in his pocket and scurries over to the rest of the crew.
And down here, Anthony turns towards Aaron. He's like, "Did you see that? I killed that." What?
We lost Lee.
Oh, I see him going like this in the corner. He looks towards Aaron, and he says, "Did you see that? Did you see that? Number one, I killed that big crab with my stick, and then I killed all those little crabs."
Slow your roll. You did great. We did great. All right, and I'm gonna come in for like a hug kind of thing.
And he's like, instead of going like this, he just wraps you up in a big hug and just squeezes you like with all his might. With all his little skinny arms, and he's way taller than you expect, right? Like you look at him sitting down, and he looks like he's like 5'6", and then he stands up, and he's like 6'11". Like it's ridiculous, okay? But yeah, he hugs you with all of his might. Sounds familiar. And so he's like, okay, what do we do? What are we doing?
All right. So here's the deal. I'm gonna hoist you up there. We're gonna meet with the rest of the group. All right. So I kind of position my arms like this. Get down. All right. Now press your foot off of my hands here. And
I know how to do this. I've been on a ship before. Come on. And he leaps himself up, and he comes strutting in, and he's looking around, and he looks at Caitlin laying on the ground bleeding, and he just kind of goes, and then he walks away, and he's like, does anybody have like a sword or something I can have, because this is way.
Anthony, you gotta help me up, dude.
Oh, sorry. And so he kind of chucks the stick, and he looks towards the screen, and he's like, thank you for the gifted sub, Maharishi. Got it this right. And then he looks back down to you, like he breaks the fourth wall first, and then he leans down, and he reaches to help pull you up. And he says, I mean, you could have took the rope ladder, but that's fine.
We don't take rope ladders around here, all right?
Oh, gotcha. Okay. And so he goes back to looking at Caitlin, just shakes his head. Now, what's happening with Caitlin there?
All right.
So Fausto would be standing there next to her. She's still unconscious then?
She is conscious, but very, very hurt.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Now you are conscious once more, milady.
I will slowly like stare at the ceiling, and I will say angrily again, once again, I am not the fucking frontliner, so if someone could fucking do something about this, that would be great. Next time, someone else go in the fucking front.
Corey's not
get
here
you to your feet.
say anything.
He's like, well, I came back to rescue you, and you were the one just taking the wounds. I'm sorry. I tried to do my best. Perhaps next time you will not just rush into my side,
That is a good point. Next time I won't. That's a good point.
So, Fausto, what are you doing with...
Are there any of the skeleton swords laying around?
Yes.
I would pick one up and kind of test the weight on it, make sure it's not about to crumble, and then hand it hilt first to Anthony, was it?
Yes. And he's like...
You have earned it.
And you see a little tear begin to form up in the right corner of his eye, right? So is anyone going to try and fix Caitlin, or is she just going to bleed?
Well, I'm not going to fix it. You don't want.
Giannis has some healing, but I don't have a kit or anything.
I do not know how it works. Is there a way I could fix it myself? I don't really understand how healing works.
So the way healing works is with wounds. So I'll let you try whatever whatever happens with the trying to fix these wounds will relate back to getting your vigor back. So the way you do it is
I do have a healer's bag.
Well, there you go. You want to try? You want to try and fix her up?
Yeah, I can try.
Okay, so
can I spend some of that momentum?
Yeah. I mean, you got 5 points of it. Count. So do a healing check, difficulty 3. I'm sorry, 2. It's per wound.
Can I spend 2 momentum then?
Ask your
Anyone
partners.
care? 2 momentum to heal a fellow?
That's fine, buddy.
Do it.
Do it. You do it.
Rolls 3 20s. 4 20s. 4 20s. Rolls 4 20s.
Blaze it.
Nice.
If I can find. There it is.
Nice.
Okay, so you didn't do the difficulty right. That's fine. I can do math. So you got 1 momentum. How do you want to spend it? It's okay.
Can I better the healing with that momentum?
So yeah, if you spend that momentum, it'll take her back up to 6 on her vigor. So the way that wounds work on this is that you no longer will take the penalty for having the wounds, but if you take another wound, those 2 wounds come back until you have rested for like a week or 2. So if you take 5 wounds, you're dead.
Oh shit.
So Gannis comes up and kind of bandages you up, takes care of you, does his best. And he sets, he wraps up the wounds. You can kind of see some blood coming through the bandages, but you definitely feel like you can move again. You don't think that anything was severed or broken, or at least adrenaline is so high right now that you don't feel it. So you are back up on your feet.
Oh.
She can walk fine.
Yep.
On her own.
Yep. And so
God.
you guys have control of the map now. Except for Cord, but he's not here anyway, so I'm just.
I was just gonna say,
yeah.
Cord, you and your men lead the way.
Does Lambro need some patching?
I
so
do.
You can't,
yeah, I mean, I can't.
He already attempted to do it.
Oh, and he fucked it up, so now I can't help.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spit on it.
Spit.
Oh.
Sorry, give me 1 second there. So Cord's like, he looks back to you, Lambro. He's like, "Aye, come, Marines, let us find if there's any other bird doors here that we can explore." And so you guys got control of the map.
Giannis, Aaron, Fausto, fall in. Claudius and Caitlin and I will take up the rear.
I look over Anthony, and I say, so it's good to see that you're not dead.
It's like, yeah, I thought you were there for a minute.
Oh shit! Fuck. Did you do most of the work?
I did all of the work.
Oh, good. I passed him the battered bow and arrow.
And he waves the sword at you for a minute to show that he was gifted it, and then he sees the bow and the arrow. He's like, "Thank you."
Well, I mean, if you're a good warrior, then you deserve a better weapon. Now you don't have to go into close range if you don't want to.
Thank you. Look, Aaron, look.
I lean into the Caitlin and I say, "It is best to avoid the blade, lady."
No shit. Fuck.
Captain.
Cord.
It looks like I have found their former barracks.
All right, let's spread out, look for traps and enemies, and then we can do the search.
Kelmick, observation check as you come in.
Doing it.
Doing it and doing it and doing it.
So what's this room look like that we're walking
as soon
into?
as I want to get the observation check out of the way, and then I will talk you through.
Okay.
I'm waiting for it to come up in chat. it's always there. It comes. You want to spend that momentum? You want to bank it?
Spend it.
So, as you see Cord approaching, you kind of see a tripwire across the front door here.
Whoa! Hold up!
What is it, Kelmick?
Look!
And he kind of looks down. He's like, I see that these undead are smarter than they appear. And he reaches down and he kind of pulls the tripwire, and as he does, an arrow launches across the way, and he's like, that was a close one. Thank you, Kelmick.
No problem.
So, Fausto, now that you're able to get into the room, you see what looks to be a barracks, right? Except for that, all of the blankets are moldering. The fire pit is very cold and just old, and the wood in there is just charred. The food that's on the table is completely just molded, and it's disgusting. There's a bag sitting on the table as well. There's some weapon racks over against the wall. I gotta stop being on Cord. There's a weapon rack over here on the wall that looks like it has some of these rusty weapons that might not be worthwhile. But up here, there appears to be a strange table. Fausto runs over there. Fausto, sorcery check, no chance to create momentum.
Is the table broken and charred?
The table is broken and charred. To the north are 4 exits. Difficulty 2.
Don't do this to me.
All 20s.
So you can tell from the materials that were on this table that somebody did a very, very strange spell. Again, it very likely was somebody that was done without a true understanding of what they were doing. There's alchemic chemicals just spilled all over the table that don't look worthwhile. There's some papers there that looks like they've absorbed this stuff. But what you kind of see is it's actually pretty interesting, because there's an outline of what appears to have been a book laying on the table, and the chemicals had spilled around it, and yet hadn't touched underneath where the book was. It's almost like the book was acting as a barrier. The book is no longer there.
Okay. So it looks like nothing really useful here to take from it.
At least not on that table. Those tables. Those what's the words that are trying to come out of my mouth? The notes. You can kind of see that there was writing, and the writing was done in blood. Unfortunately, because these chemicals kind of absorbed into there, the blood has kind of run out. The letters that you do see appear to be, they make your eyes almost sting a little bit. You know that these were magic, and the magic that it's related to is necromancy.
I believe that the book was here. It has necromantic powers.
Your
What are you doing down
to
there?
track its power. You feel anything from it?
I do not.
All right, everybody, spread out. Watch for traps. Search around. See what we can find.
Kelmick, what are you doing right there?
Oh, just snooping.
So again, there's that bag on the table. There's the food there. There's the old moldy food. There's a crate here. Doesn't look like there's much in it. There's a body literally pinned to the wall over here that does not look like it's I'm sorry. There is a body pinned to the wall over here.
Okay.
That's what you're saying.
I'm gonna go check him out.
And so as you kind of approach it, it looks like it still has flesh about it. And as you come up, its head just goes, and it looks at you and it's like,
I slap it.
Clap it.
Hey, guys! What do we do about this?
Bring Fausto over, or kill it.
So I'll go over and take a look. What's this guy look like?
Looks relatively recently deceased compared to the skelly bones running around. Looks like he was ran through with a rusty sword and pinned in that place.
And any,
Go ahead, ask your question.
Identifying things about him?
Observation. Difficulty 2. So you there's something sitting in your head that there's something off about this. Aside from the fact that it still has flesh on it, you know that it's because it's only been here for a little bit. But there's something just not sitting right with you. There is something odd about this thing that you don't get, that you're missing.
Fausto, do you want me to? I'll get him. I'll get him right now.
You may as well. I cannot tell who this is. Something is strange about this one.
Okay. Kelmec's gonna take his foot and try his hardest to turn this skeleton head into dust.
It doesn't go into dust. It actually becomes this mushy, messy, disgusting. There's like this thick, wet thunk as you kick it in, and out of its other eye bursts out this like rotted gray material, and the eye kind of flops down. It kind of growls at you a little bit more, but one more swift kick kind of crushes its skull like an egg.
Oh.
Now that it's dead, I would check it, see if there's like anything strange in his pockets or anything like that, or anything strange about that sword.
The sword's fine. It's you're looking at him and you realize that he was tortured.
Check their pockets.
Interesting.
Gannis, what are you doing?
Am I able to use my craft to like assist in looking for any other traps now that I know that there's some in the room?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and do me a check, and if you pass, then I'll keep an eye out for you.
Is there a difficulty level?
1.
That's standard, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Because I was going to say I can reduce I get an extra D20. When making a craft test, you may either roll 1 extra D20 or reduce. So I'm gonna do an extra D20.
Okay. So go ahead and just use a momentum. I'll give you a free momentum and then put 1 in for the momentum and I'll add it to your roll.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna assume that all that momentum is going into finding traps in the future. Yes. Okay, so that will alert you of 3 different traps in your way.
Oh,
Free.
very nice. Very nice.
So, what's Caitlin doing?
Bleeding.
Why don't you just stand there and bleed a little
Trying
bit?
to stay the fuck away from everything, just in case something blows up. Like, I am now letting everyone else test absolutely everything before I go in.
So you're just kind of hanging out in the middle, letting Cord's Marines kind of guard you. Doing anything in particular? Looking for anything? Checking anything? Searching?
I'm just glancing around to see if there's, because the guy from the ship is supposed to be with us too, and I didn't notice that either. I noticed that earlier. The one that's supposed to be helping us. I believe it is Banthus, who's the one who the ship went down.
Oh yeah, he stayed on board. Whenever Antony went, he got pushed to stay on board. Yeah, Antony was. Stop fucking spazzing out, Seth. He stayed on board. Antony was your bait, and now he is the mightiest warrior of the group with his rotted bow and his rusty sword.
But we needed Xanthes because Xanthes knows the that's the one that I wanted dead down on the board.
Unfortunately, he did not go.
Dang it. I needed him. I wonder if I can go back for it. Is there anything anything from my that he's told me, anything that I can recognize? Captain?
You know that there are bridges that connect these mounds. So you're underground essentially, right? You're in this big, tall stone mound, which in and of itself is actually pretty strange how these mounds jut out from the ground. You know from what he told you that it's kind of like a path that you have to follow to get to it, but the captain would constantly be staying over in this area.
See crabs.
Yeah, he's
crabs. Ooh,
over there.
Welcome back, Cap.
If no one else is checking it, I'm going to look at the that bag on the table.
Roll.
Yep. Still got that bag?
You still got that bag. I gave you /roll 1d4.
Yeah, I'd like to search this table too. I'm just not trying to butt in.
Did I say anything about Lambro yet?
I don't know. I don't know what happened. I'm sorry.
This bag has several jewels in it. Basically, 4 gold worth of jewels in it. So add that to your inventory. Lambro.
Yeah, I would snatch that up.
How many joules of energy does it have?
It has actually kilojoules. Cord, you're terrifying.
1.21.
It's two joules. You said
it's 2 joules worth 2 gold each, so 4 gold total.
Okay.
Over here, this table appears to be a draft table with where there's some sea charts on it.
Okay, I'll roll those up and just slyly put them in my pocket here.
Add to your inventory so that I don't forget what they are. Add Pirate Fort sea charts to your inventory.
Pirate Fort sea charts, okay. And I'd look over to the father and son team. Quartermaster, that fire, that pit that you're standing next to, search through its embers. See if there's anything hidden within.
So Aaron, you end up the only thing you find in there is it's just old wood. It's dust, old wood, ash. The only thing you see in there is that this has been used fairly recently compared to the moldering. And why is there a skeleton there? He shouldn't be there. Go away.
Go away, you pesky skeleton.
That there was an iron in there that looks like the type. It's kind of broad at the end. It would be the kind that people might use to seal wounds or burn and torture other people.
I mean, the only thing in here is this, Captain. What the hell? I don't know what this is for. Even though the GM just told me.
Do with it as you wish.
And so, unfortunately, that takes us to the end of our time. Cord, I'm sorry that you were having issues getting in and back. It's terrifying to see you right now. So I would like to just do our standard bit here at the end. Lambro, what's going through Captain Lambro's broken body's mind right now?
Well, we've just got our asses kicked by some undead, now dead again skeletons. And as we make our way further into the labyrinth, hopefully this will pay off. But we need to be more cautious. Not need to lose any crew while we're here.
And given the wounds taken this time, that very well could happen. Fausto, what's going through Fausto's mind right now?
Fausto is pretty excited to be going through these caves and finding that there's undead here, proof of some powerful magic going on. And then the possibility of getting some sort of powerful tome is very exciting for him.
Gannis, what is going through the small yet mighty Gannis's mind?
Gannis was a bit unnerved about the undead things, but he's just very thankful that he didn't get any pointy ends of anything, and he's on the lookout for traps.
He is on the lookout for traps, and we will definitely
Watching his
keep that in
step.
mind. Kelmick, what's going through Kelmick's mind right now?
Kilmac's pretty excited. He's never seen any of these zombie things before either, and we got to crush them. We got to crush them.
Indeed, you did, Kelmick. And Aaron, what is going through Aaron's mind?
So, there's zombie crabs and monsters and skeletons and magic. I don't give a shit, all right? I just need to make sure Anthony makes it out alive, all right? And then number 2, he's a little too headstrong, all right? I'm gonna need to spank his butt when we get home after this one.
And if you do make it out of here alive, you could always turn this place into a spirit Halloween, right? It already has the vibe for it. It's ready to go. Yeah, Anthony is definitely... You can already start to see the beginnings of hero worship with you, Aaron, where he is he's got to prove himself to you, and so that could become a problem as he tries to show you that he is worth your time.
Right.
And Cord, I don't know if you're there or not. Can you hear me, Cord? Oh God, it's so terrifying, dude. Oh my God.
You're muted, buddy.
Cord, you're muted.
There you go.
Why does it keep muting me every time I unmute myself?
So, Cord, you're absolutely terrifying. You do look more like Zordon. Just really quick, if you could, let us know what's going through Cord's mind, and then let us know what is going on over at Diesel Shot this week.
Cord's thinking, this place better be fucking worth it. We started losing people. There's spooky shit. Things are rising from the dead. And this place is clearly cursed. Fuck cursed things. And on Diesel Shot, we have several shows tomorrow, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern, assuming my fucking power is back on. We'll have Worlds Without Number. Thursdays and Mondays, we have shows 8:30 p.m., midnight 30. Fallout on Thursdays, ending soon. Come out for the final episodes this month and change. And D&D, they're entering a big old 7th-floor dungeon. So come out, see if they fare better than we did tonight on Mondays. And every other Saturday, we have a little Sci-Fi Chain Star stuff. We're working on some spaceship test grounds that Malaysia had to come out for. It's a great time. We'll do some more of those. But yeah, that's about it for me.
Speaking of Diesel Shot, Pat from Diesel Shot has been nominated for an award at the game Hers. If you go to content creation, she is there under top TTRPG campaign of the year. Oop, I spelled that wrong. Campaign of the year. I've been shilling her as vote for Diesel Shot because she's on there twice under Change Stars and then underneath there for Diesel Shot.
They've done some dupes, but yeah, Diesel Shot.
And so speaking of amazing women in the gaming world, we have Caitlin being played by Milady Saito. If you would tell us what's going through her mind, and then tell us what you got going on this week, Milady.
This better be a good fucking treasure, or I'm keeping my fucking 3 gold.
You're going to come out stronger.
No, I'm keeping my 3 gold, and that old sailor will be lucky if he swims back home. Hello, my name is Milady Saito, and I play tabletop games on my channel on Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Definitely come check us out. Today's my birthday eve, so actually
Happy
it's my
birthday Eve!
tomorrow.
Yay! Happy
The eve of
birthday!
birth. Happy birthday, Eve.
Happy birthday.
We're doing a 12-hour session of just tabletop games. The first session is 6 hours. Second session is 6 hours. One will be Dungeons and Dragons, which Maharishi will be DMing and I'll be playing. And then the second session will be I'm GMing Monster of the Week. It'll be a fun game of Breakfast Club meets paranormal activities.
Nice.
There will be an opportunity for both viewers who can donate. They can donate actual ghosts off a list to affect our players. So
Beautiful.
it's going to be a lot of fun. Please definitely come check us out tomorrow and spend the birthday with me. Other than that, we do a lot of wonderful things. If we're not playing tabletop games, we're playing horror games or party games. We're a pretty fun community. And thanks so much, Aniki and Rishi, for coming out.
I definitely agree. Very fun group. It's always interesting to watch you guys play your what's the one where you get hung up on the hook?
Dead by Daylight.
There you go, Dead by Daylight.
Great
Yeah.
one.
So yeah, definitely, we're very happy to have both Lee and Milady Saito here joining us on our game at Tabletop Anthologies. It's definitely a pleasure to have you.
It is always a pleasure to be here.
And so we got two things left to do. Number one, I need to do a little self-shill. Tabletop Anthologies, we run several games. This week we have on Friday at, I believe you moved it to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, correct, Aaron?
For Curse of
Strahd,
no, it's
yes.
still at 6:30.
Still 6:30.
Just an
6:30
extra hour. Yeah.
Gotcha. 6:30 p.m. Curse of Strahd. We're bringing in a new player. Correct? Is that true?
We are.
Yes.
Peak.
Nice.
They might share the same last name as another player in this party.
It's definitely a Mrs. Fausto rolling around here. So.
Sure, it's not Anthony.
And I would like to say that out of that relationship, Fausto is the lucky one. Okay, I'm just saying. I absolutely adore his wife. So, she is an amazing person. We're happy to have her on stream. So looking forward to Curse of Strahd this week. On Sunday we have Alien RPG at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Colonial Marines. Marines got a gun pulled on them at a bar. We'll see how that goes. And then no Call of Cthulhu this week, correct?
Nope, not this week. Next Saturday, though.
So we got Conan happening again. Hopefully they make it through the rest of this or die trying. So what's we got one more thing to do, right, Lambro? What do we got?
The crew knows what we have.
Hold on.
Okay.
I was wearing this during oh god, my background's disappearing.
Green screen.
Oh, my green screen's disappearing me. Let me I wore this during class today while I was teaching and nobody knew what it meant. And I was like, you all are a disappointment.
They all get F's for the day.
Yeah.
Press F.
So
Everybody go ahead and unmute because we're going to try this in unison.
Oh gosh.
Are we ready?
This is
going to be a mess.
This is going to be a mess.
I know none of you do it.
Ready.
Mess.
Here we go.
Ready.
Do it.
Everybody, what is best in life?
Crush your enemies.
Your enemies.
See them driven before.
Before you.
And hear the lamentations of the women. That was absolutely terrible, but beautiful in its own right. It was like the world's worst shanty, but amazing. And so,
Totally on cue.
until next time, my friends, may Crom watch after you. And if he does not, to hell with him. And I don't think we have a raid ready, so I think we'll just call it there. And good evening.
We did link one.
Did you? Because I don't see it.
Yeah. Hold on.
Hold on.
Stay for the raid.
Wait. Oh, yeah.
For the raid. Go vote for Pat.
No, not that one. Not that one. Not that one for sure. Yeah, I think we'll call it. I think we'll call it for the evening. We'll get one figured out next time. So we'll talk about that later. So have a good night, everyone.
Good day.
Good night.
Day.